Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in the beautiful marsh of Terrebonne Parish here in Houma, Louisiana. It's a beautiful morning. I think it's around 60 something degrees this morning. So absolutely gorgeous morning. The wind is not as high right now. I think the wind's supposed to pick up a little bit. So I decided to come out here early and try to catch a few redfish and have a little fun. The tide is rolling right now, so the redfish should be active. They should be roaming. If you haven't done so yet, please hit that like and subscribe button. It would help me out a lot, and you would also be able to tune in to all my videos that I upload. So enough talking, let's get out here and see what we can find and have a little fun. So right now the sun is not up high enough, and there's a little bit of haze covering the sunlight. So what I'm looking for is very distinct pushes or tails and backs out of the water. That's what I'm looking for right now. And that's how I'm able to identify if it's a redfish or not. As you can see, there's swirls and things like that in the water. Some of that is bait fish, some of it is guard fish. You get to know the difference the more time you spend on the water. So all right, so I caught my first redfish on black and blue jig. This area that I'm in right now is very protected from the wind. I spotted one redfish already, and I think oh, that was another one right there. Whoa. Man, if I can just get the sun to come out just a little bit. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. Good redfish right here, y'all. Good tournament fish for sure. Let me step down off my seat. Oh yeah, good fish. He showed himself very well. That's that fish that blew up on the bank. He was swimming off of that bank right there. Oh man, this is a good fish right here. Still got a lot of fight in him. There we go. Whoa. This fish has some shoulders on him. Man. That's a fat redfish right there, y'all. Look at the tail on that thing. And y'all can see that black and blue jig right there on the top of the mouth. All right, so I'm gonna let this fish go. He fought a good bit, so I'm gonna revive him and he's ready. All right, so like I said, I'm using this black and blue jig, and you can hop this jig on the bottom. You can swim it like a little swim bait, or however you choose to fish it. Right now what I'm doing is I'm casting, and I'm kind of twitching it like a jerk bait, but I'm also constantly reeling. So I'm reeling in like a swim bait basically, with a lot of twitches in between. And they seem to be loving it. I like to throw jigs for redfish because it can imitate a crab. It can imitate a crawfish. It can imitate a small bait fish. So it can do a lot of different things all at one time for you. And it definitely does get the job done. Not only on bass, but definitely on redfish as well. So, all right, power pole up. Let's go get us another one, y'all. Oh, wow. Oh man, another one. I saw him open his mouth to grab it. I guess he just missed it. Because as soon as I seen him open his mouth and he turned away, that's when I figured he had it, and I went to set the hook, and it was nothing but space and opportunity. So that was pretty cool to see though. There we go. Oh man. So basically with this fish, y'all, I didn't physically see the fish, but I did see a big swirl in the middle of the canal. And that's basically where I've been spotting all the other fish, is towards the middle of the canal, just floating and cruising. So I just bomb casted it over there. Twitched it a couple of times, and I felt them just nail it. Now this is a very respectable slot redfish. If you were in the mood to keep any fish, this is a good size to keep. Not too big, not too small. So you get a fair amount of meat off the fillet. All right, buddy. There we go. All right, guys. Another Houma, Louisiana redfish. Like I said before, this is a very good slot redfish. Very respectable fish right here. Put up a good fight. Get that jig out the corner of his mouth. All right. See you later, buddy. So that was a male. This right here is a male redfish because he was croaking away when I was holding him up just now, so. All right. On this one right here, same jig, but I just, I switched off the trailer. I put a green pumpkin. I like the combination of black and blue with a green pumpkin trailer. So this is what this is, and that's what he hit. As y'all can see, all I'm doing is just, I'm twitching this jig with a constant retrieve. And that's all it takes. If I was fishing around some oyster beds, you know, like a harder bottom, and I think I just got nailed. If I was fishing a harder bottom, you know, I wouldn't mind dragging this jig on the bottom like a crab, just slowly lifting it, especially if the water temperatures were cold. There, oh, that was a fish right there, y'all. That was a fish right there. There we go. Ah, there we go, y'all. Told y'all. All we had to do was catch up with this school. I'm trying to get my power pole. I'm sorry for moving around so erratically. All right, power pole down. And we have us another hefty Louisiana redfish. Oh man, this is awesome. This is absolutely amazing. And I believe this is another smaller bull redfish. Very nice fish, but if it's in the bull red category, it's a small one. But if not, it's a hell of a tournament fish for sure. All right, guy, let's go. Oh man, there you have it, y'all. I don't even think I need to explain it no more. Y'all know what I'm about to say. A fat, healthy Houma, Louisiana redfish. All right, so I got the jig out this mouth, and we go get her back in the water. Man, beautiful. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bomb this jig down this little small canal again, just in a smack dead middle, like I've been doing, and just working it back and see, maybe those fish are just roaming around right there in the middle. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm about to find out, because that's 2 bites in a row. No, 3 bites in a row. I missed one, but I caught 2 by just throwing it in the middle like that. So like I said, just twitching it with a steady retrieve. Oh, I think I got hit again. But that big school of redfish that I seen took off down the canal. I knew eventually I would have to run back into them, and thankfully I did. But there's more where that came from, so hopefully they continue to go back there and maybe we can run into them again. Oh, there we go. Little rat red. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow, that's a nice one. He locked. Oh yeah, buddy, but I knew it was big because this fish knocked slack into my line. Oh man. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. So if you didn't believe that your typical bass jig can catch redfish, after you watch this video, I'm pretty sure you're going to be a believer. Man, this is This is a fat redfish. Oh, goodness gracious. God. Whew. This right here is the redfish of the day, y'all. Man, I gotta rest my elbows on my knees. This is a big fish. Got the jig right there in the corner of the mouth. And once again, I didn't see this fish. The sun's not shining. So basically I figured out a pattern. These fish are roaming up and down this canal, and I threw this jig in the middle like I've been doing, and I just kept working it back. And I just spooked the whole school of redfish, y'all. Look, look. That wake is not from my boat. That's a school of redfish. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead on and let this fish go. Oh man, absolutely freaking amazing, man. Goodness gracious. My goal was to come out here and do some legit sight fishing, but Mother Nature has a mind of its own. So you have to be able to adapt to the conditions and just take whatever Mother Nature gives you. Couldn't sight fish like I wanted to, so I tied on a jig and started doing what I don't really care to do, which is blind fish. For when it comes down to red fishing, is blind casting. And I would prefer to sight fish, but hey, it's all good. Right now it feels like I'm bass fishing. Throwing this jig, working it back in this canal, and they are absolutely crushing it. There we go. Go. Oh man. He hit it like he was stronger, bigger than that. Feisty little guy. Another little rat red. Y'all, this is freaking ridiculous, y'all. Oh man. And what I've also noticed is that this is a respectable slot, definitely a keeper. Little slot redfish, but he definitely has some strength on him for sure. So basically, right out there in the middle, I seen some little bait fish flickering. So these fish are back here gorging on bait, for sure. Very impressed with this jig. Still holding together pretty good after all the redfish that I've caught. I haven't had to change my jig at all. All right, here we go. Beautiful fish right there. Another slot. Good size to keep if you was wanting to bring some home to clean and eat. And that jig popped right out. There we go. Oh yeah. I'm telling y'all, man, this is so identical to bass fishing. It really is. It's bass on steroids. I say it over and over and over because it's the truth. Black and blue jig, slot redfish. There we go. Oh. Another slot. Yeah, he wanted that jig. Big time. All right, y'all. There we go. That's a better fish. That is definitely a better fish. He's not huge like the ones I was catching earlier, but he's a little better, you know. Another slot fish. All right. So yeah, slightly better than the last one I just caught. All right, thank you. So I'm still twitching this jig with a retrieve, but I'm also kind of just gliding it, just picking it up off the bottom as well. So I'm doing a mixture of techniques right now. Alright y'all, so my battery died on me and I actually caught a small redfish while it was dead. So we're back at the action. Wow, I just saw a school of redfish. That's the mud cloud right there. They went straight this way. So you know what that means? That means that I'm gonna chunk this jig all the way down and hopefully that school picks it up again. Oh yeah, there we go.
was a redfish roaming around, and I was like, man, I gotta get one eventually out that little pack. And there we go. Ooh. Another good redfish right here, y'all. Well guys, I think I'm going to end this segment on this big fat Houma, Louisiana redfish. Look at the belly on this thing. I had a blast, y'all. It started off rough, couldn't sight fish the way I wanted to. Only saw a couple of fish, and I just buckled down and worked to figure out a pattern. And I figured out that pattern, which was a jig, twitching a jig, you know, and slowly retrieving it in these canals. A little blood there, but clearly that's what they wanted. Found a fish, I found what they wanted, and that was all she wrote. So let's get this guy back in the water.